But for several athletes, disregarding comments how can band of insults to though die threats is just not an stock option. Get couple-time America's Cup victor Jimmy Spithill. While the Australia-led Oracular Crew USA to a wonderful go-from-behind win in the 2013 America's Bowl, he began reception offensive and menacing comments on the internet. Several of it was aimed at his youthful household, that induced Spithill to search the assist of two individual investigators of New Zealand and an formidable Bulgar, who found the perpetrator and done him halt. Bullied the Australia was unborn in a halt, that led to him creature bullied in top high school, an expertise he wrote on in his volume Pursuit the Bowl, My America's Cup Travel. I wouldn't include well-groomed if it had been designed just at me, he wrote, but while the guy with a nickname begun written on Facebook the address of our houses in San Francisco and New Zealand, along in photos, and departure on to do horrible comments on my household, it had lost too distant. It was offensive and threatening, though was not liberty of speaking, it was a very unpleasant blood feud designed at my household and me. A kiwi fruit boyfriend, whose dad and sibling were individual investigators, came to the save. They didn't manure about, Spithill wrote. During a few several hours they were capable to accurate the offender, he was a kiwi fruit residing in London. No waiting a bang on the doorway, the men later recruited, which Spithill outlined as a quite high, partly formidable Bulgar gent, to pay the perpetrator and sudden trip. During and time of the Bulgar knock on the doorway, Spithill's crew was taking into account a warranty by the perpetrator how all he had located would be remote direct off. If thou re at household, meeting in your sideboard on a notebook, you can be overman, Spithill told of Los Angeles. Yet apparently they're not waiting a bang on the doorway. I in fact include no issue in who needing to include a go at me, I'm a big boy and can see following myself, Spithill added. Yet while it involves family or human beings how can protect themselves and they're sensitive and they are yours own family, later thou ve got a actual issue in he. Why Pong gamer telephone call out web trolls as one of the planet's top Pong players. U.S. outdoor finalist Madison Keys has had her equitable stake of insults, bigot and sexist comments and though die threats of unhappy gamblers following matches on public print. Recent year, Keys became the envoy for Fearlessly Girl, a Polar US management organization devoted to authorizing youthful female. The 22-year-old as well newly helping Army the largest ever against bullying high school gathering in the U.S. Though the Pong authorities counsel players not to attract in the perpetrators of on the internet misuse, Keys told she routinely telephone call out unpleasant comments or threats. Same formal link is you really do it, but at the identical period it empowers these human beings to say everything they wish and anything is departure to get made, Keys told, in an interviewing at the Wuhan Outdoor in China over the year. As well, if you urge them of, the quantity of human beings how can paper them goes of 1 or 2 to thousands. More stringent rules they requirement to do more than and down there should be more than protect, she told. Occasionally I'll paper thing but fair since they didn't formally endanger yours lifetime, they can't close it downward down there should be more stringent rules. I know companies not needing to get the liberty of speaking off, I get how and I cherish how. But down there is certainly how gray region how doesn't ever get policed properly. We're now take activity on 10 times the quantity of offensive accounts each day compared to the identical period recent year, the representative told. Instagram rejected to commentary on the experiences of Spithill and Keys. Yet the public print business, that is belonging by Facebook, says in its society guidance it wants to encourage a favorable, various society, has a crew of review experts how job 24/7 to verify and shoot infringing substance or accounts. It as well newly startup and machine commentary and spamming filtering to unit specific unpleasant comments and spamming on posts and indwell live video in a kind of languages. On Tuesday, Facebook told it was producing new toolkit to hinder oppression on Facebook and in Courier, portion of our continuing efforts to construct a secure society. We already forbid intimidation and oppression on Facebook, and human beings can let us aware while they see thing about or include a bad expertise, told the public print business. We overview accountable and get activity on misuse, love removal substance, disable accounts and restrictive specific features love comment for human beings who include disrupted our society standards. Effect on youthful family. As the dad of 2 youthful family, Spithill is deep worried on the effect cyberbullying can include on youthful guys. I believe how's one of the largest challenges, he told. In natural intimidation he's evident the kid is possessing a big issue since they are upcoming household in a dark site. How entire psychological party and the on the internet intimidation, he's a actual worry about. Since how do you aware, he added. My guys are just 6 and 10, Spithill told. We hold them off of a lot of the technique, and fair hold them implicated in team activities and material. But he's fair one of such balances. I was speaking to a companion this some date, and the issue was, are we superior off in or out of public print? Spithill told. I do it all since it is portion of the job currently, to communicate, and human beings wish how business back and material yet the negativeness how can go in these on the internet public print applications, my get on it is how we're superior off out of he.